Life Audio.
Welcome to the Team Us podcast, where we share how grace, commitment, and cooperation can help couples live the everyday moments of marriage together. Hey, everyone, we are Ted and
Ashley Slater. Do you have a pet? We have 3. And today we share how having pets has benefited our marriage, and we believe they can make yours better too. So Ted, last week we shared practical ways to spark conversation when we've run out of things to say.
yes, we did.
And I mentioned 3 ideas.
And
Scripture and stories,
Yes.
nostalgia, and flirting. But at the end of that episode, you added a 4th.
I did. What was it?
It was pets.
It was. And what a fabulous suggestion that was.
Yes, and it turns out that
observation.
we have more to talk about when it comes to pets.
We do.
So today we're going to share how pets can benefit marriage and make us better spouses.
And I think this is applicable whether you have a pet or do not have a pet.
Right? Because it might make you want to get a pet.
Ooh, yeah, maybe.
All right.
We'll find out.
So it's an argument for pets.
Ooh, yeah, argue.
So I looked up statistics on pet ownership in the U.S., and it turns out that as of 2024, 66% of households, that's 86.9 million homes, own a pet.
That would be 2/3 for those of you who prefer fractions.
Yes, that is true. So what do you think are the 3 most popular types of pets?
It really depends on how you define pet. Obviously, it's going to be cats and dogs. The third kind of pet is, people have spiders.
We don't.
We do have spiders, but not as
Not
pets.
the kind you have as pets.
I would think the third one's like a gerbil or some sort of rodent.
Okay, well, dogs came in first
Okay.
with 65.1 million people owning a dog.
All right.
Dog. Cats were second with 46.5 million.
All right.
Although it seems like more people are allergic to cats than dogs. So I wonder if that
does,
affects the
yeah.
numbers.
Yeah. Yeah,
Because I don't think we've had anyone come over. Well, we don't have dogs, but who's like, "Oh, I have a dog allergy." Normally,
Right.
they're like, "Oh, I have a cat
I'm sure it
allergy."
exists, but we just haven't met that many people.
Maybe it's just because we have cats. Dog people don't have a problem coming to our house.
That's a good point.
Okay, the third one was freshwater fish.
Freshwater fish. Oh, okay. I
With-
could see that.
11.1 million people or homes having freshwater fish. I don't think we would get a freshwater fish. They die too quickly.
They die and you can't hug them and squeeze them and call them your own. Or
You're just making me think of Animaniacs back in the 90s. Was it Elmira? She loved the animals so much, and she would squeeze them and hug them, and
it would not benefit them so
didn't
much.
go well. No. But okay, so we have 3 cats. And I have to admit that back when I was a teenager, I was not a pet person. I was not one of those girls who was like, "Oh, look at the dog or look at the cat or look at the ferret," like our girls are.
Really? I did not realize that. I thought
Yeah.
you would have been.
I mean, I remember liking
them, but not being like,
yeah, I didn't want the cat in my room.
wow.
Yeah.
Okay. Live and learn.
Yeah. But things changed when we got our first 2 cats about 9 years ago.
We did. They were rescue cats, so we are to be admired.
Well, it's funny because the girls were doing a play at a theater in Dallas, Georgia, and you must have taken them and
It
ended
was
up
just a
in
walk,
this.
like 3 or 4 stores down from the theater.
Yeah, it was like a thrift store,
In downtown Dallas, Georgia.
right? And I guess there were cats there, and they came home and told me about it. And I don't know.
You were not opposed.
I was not opposed. I was, let's look at them.
Yep.
And we ended up with a sibling
Brother and
pair.
sister. Yep.
Yeah, socks and mittens.
Socks and mittens.
Yes. And then we ended up just in the last, 2 years, our 16-year-old, we gave her a kitten for Christmas.
Beautiful little orange thing.
Oh, she's so cute. She's
Adorable.
like the cutest orangest.
Yep.
Orangish. That's
And
not
I
a
did
word.
not grow up with cats, so I grew up with a dog, 1 or 2 at a time. So this is kind of new to me for the last 20 years, 10 years, whatever.
10, yeah, 9 or 10.
Feels like 20, but but yes, I have become a pet fan as well.
Yeah. And I have to tell the story how we got Calypso, which is our orange cat, because it's a really kind of
She's a little
fun God story.
Yep.
There was a Friendsgiving thing at
we
church.
use that word in our podcast.
Friendsgiving?
Yeah.
That's what they called it. It was like a bunch of ladies from church getting together for a Friendsgiving near Thanksgiving.
Okay.
That's what they called it.
Okay.
So I didn't know there were negative connotations. We'll talk about that later. And I did not feel like going, but I felt like I was supposed to go.
That's cool. Then go.
And
what
I went.
happened?
And one of the, I mean, I'm sure it was for more than just the cat, but I went and one of the ladies at the table was like, hey, is anybody looking for a kitten? I have them of all colors. And our daughter had been like, I want a little orange cat. She wanted a boy orange cat. This is a girl orange cat. I mean, later I found out she picked that because she knew I had a soft spot for orange cats. But anyway, that's how we ended up with our orange cat if I hadn't have gone.
And she's just adorable.
Oh, she's so cute. It makes up for the fact that she scratches the carpet. Anyway,
all that to say.
Right. All that to say that we're going to take a short break. And when we return, we'll share how having a pet can benefit your marriage and make you better spouses.
For some of us, personal finances aren't just personal. They include loved ones, neighbors, the communities we call home, and the causes we hold in our hearts. At Thrivent, planning your finances is bigger than just money. We help you put your plans into motion and faith into action so you can do more for the ones in your heart. Because sometimes all you need to make a difference is someone to help you make it happen. Thrivent, where money means more. Connect with us at Thrivent.com.
Today, we're sharing how pets can benefit our marriages and maybe even make us better spouses. So the first one is pets bring us together.
To clean the litter box. No.
We'll get to that one.
Okay, your thought was?
Well, I think life can get busy. And for us, sometimes our schedules have us, running in different directions. And sometimes it's hard to find opportunities to stop and connect. Like we just came out of a month of not having a ton of time to hang out.
So much car time.
Right. Like this last week, I was home a lot and I was like, oh, this is nice. We actually see each other, get to spend time together.
Right.
But there are countless times when our cats have helped facilitate our stopping and connecting.
It sounds silly, but it's true.
Right.
It's not formal, but give it an example.
Well,
too.
Maybe it's been because they're sitting at the back door chirping at birds.
Which is, I remember the first time we saw them chirp.
Right. We were like,
it was so cool. I was like, I did not know they made that sound.
I didn't either. And I grew up with cats, right? That's crazy. But maybe because I didn't let them in my room. Or one of them is sprawled out, laying in the sun. Or there are times they attempt to jump up somewhere and fall instead, which is really funny.
It is, especially if they don't hurt themselves.
Right. Well, they don't normally hurt themselves. They land on their feet. But one of us will often witness whatever's going on and call the other to come see it too. Or
see this.
If we aren't home, we'll send a picture and a text.
We do.
So I think if we didn't have pets, we may have missed those extra moments of connection.
It's true. Just a simple thing, but it's meaningful.
Right.
When you laugh together about, wow, I think I'm going to the next point.
You are going to the next point. We'll get there in a minute.
I'm going to stop talking.
That's okay. We're just thinking the same here.
We are.
Plus, okay, before we get to laughing, there's a second way that pets can bring us together.
Oh.
When there's tension that's dividing us as couples, pets can break that tension and lighten the mood.
Okay, give an example of this. Like if a cat does something silly.
Well, in an article over at Forbes on how owning a pet can improve your love life.
You did research on this?
Yes.
That's amazing.
I tend to, right?
You always
Of course,
do.
I didn't read the entire article. I scanned it.
Okay.
So that's my little...
So Forbes is talking about
Yes. The author talks about, or pets, a social experiment where a psychologist set up a camera that recorded the dinners of a cat-owning couple each night of the week. And this is what the article explains. It says, the couple's conversations would often become tense during dinner. However, each time the couple were on the verge of conflict, their kitchen door would burst open and their cat would jump straight on the wife's lap.
Aww.
As she pet the cat, light conversation resumed and tension between the couple would disperse.
Interesting. So maybe part of it's the physical as well. Being able to pet a little kitty.
Maybe. I mean, it's they have therapy animals for a reason.
True.
Well, the article goes on to say that in this example, the pet acted as a natural stress reliever and conversation starter. It helped the couple shift their focus away from the negative.
And that's helpful.
Right.
I mean, you have a little prop, a little kitty that jumps on your lap. There's nothing wrong with something tiny like that helping improve your relationship, you know?
Yes. And if you are listening and you don't like cats, keep listening. Just apply what we're saying to the dogs in your life.
It's fun to hate on cats. I
know, they're always like the villains in animated.
Oftentimes this is the case, isn't it?
Right? I mean, just think of An American Tail. There are no cats in America.
Wow.
Yeah, but there are cats in America. Okay, number 2.
Yes.
Pets help us laugh more.
Oh, hey, that's a good
Yeah.
observation.
I feel like I've heard that already in this episode. Well, we recently did an episode on how humor can strengthen marriage. So if you haven't heard that episode, you can go back and listen to it.
And it's really good. I wrote my master's thesis on humor.
Yes. And there's a link in the show notes if you want to read his master's thesis. So this point kind of builds on the last one, as you demonstrated. It builds on, the connection. Like in those moments when we connect over something the cat is doing or has done, we often find ourselves laughing together at either the cuteness of one of our cats or the absurdity of whatever they're doing.
And laughing together. I'm thinking of some examples where laughing would not be good. Like if it's not a good kind of laughter.
Like if
But in most cases, laughing together is only good.
Yes, right? I think so. I mean, that's a whole other episode right there, I think.
Well, yeah, but if you're laughing at your kitty that's licking its leg funny and its other leg is sprawled all crazy, and you're looking down at this animal and then it stops and just stares at you.
Like it freezes
like,
in time.
What are you doing, cat?
Yeah.
And it's fun just thinking about God's creatures, and how silly they can be.
Right. Yeah. Well, and we also tend to share cat memes or videos with each other that remind us of our cats, which gives us even more to laugh about.
Yeah.
Like we have one cat that's always hungry.
It looks at us and says, "I can has cheeseburger."
Yep.
That's an ancient meme for those of you who are older than 20, which should probably be most listeners, right?
I would assume so. Yes. Although I have to say, it sounds vaguely familiar. Okay. So now I did read one article that said dogs are more likely to make people laugh than cats.
Okay.
I mean, in our case, our cats are pretty funny. They have a lot of personality. Yeah. But in this article, the author talked about another study by Robin Maria Villari of the Department of Psychology at St. Bonaventure University in New York State. I'm sure I butchered many words in that sentence, but
we get it.
This study included people who either own dogs, or they owned cats, or they had dogs and cats, or no animal at all.
So not fish.
No fish were involved in the making of this study. It had people carry laughter logs for a day, and they had to record all the incidences where they laughed and include what made them laugh, how hard they laughed, and who was present.
Okay, I assume these logs are not big chunks of wood, but are like paper, like a...
Yes, like a diary.
Like a diary or journal.
Right. Okay. Yes. Okay, so the most important result...
Because writing down your findings on a big hunk of wood would be a little awkward. And
cumbersome?
Cumbersome.
Right, yeah. And so the most important result, I think, is not that they found out that dog owners laugh more than cat owners, but that pet owners overall tended to laugh more than those who don't have pets.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, it seems self-evident.
Right.
Unless your dog's unhealthy or your cat is unhealthy and is basically very needy all the time. Well, we've got a friend who's been in that situation.
Yeah, then it's like having
it's really hard.
A newborn or
oldborn.
Or an oldborn, yes.
Yep.
Okay, well, we're going to take another short break. When we return, we'll share at least one more way pets can benefit marriage and make us better spouses.
For some of us, personal finances aren't just personal. They include loved ones, neighbors, the communities we call home, and the causes we hold in our hearts. At Thrivent, planning your finances is bigger than just money. We help you put your plans into motion and faith into action so you can do more for the ones in your heart. Because sometimes all you need to make a difference is someone to help you make it happen. Thrivent, where money means more. Connect with us at Thrivent.com.
We're talking about how pets can benefit marriage and make us better spouses. So far, we've discussed how they bring us together and help us laugh more. Are you ready for the third one, Ted?
I was born ready.
Okay, and you kind of hinted at this one early on also.
Lots of hints.
Right. So pets offer opportunities for teamwork.
Teamwork. Okay, I'm thinking the litter box.
Right. Well, for those of you listening, if you have pets, you know it's not all fun and games. It's also work. Mm-hmm. For us, that's cleaning litter boxes.
Cleaning stuff. There's feeding, cleaning the animal.
Right.
Cutting their nails.
Yeah. Strategizing how to keep them off the counters.
I should mention our cats all have their nails, by the way.
Yes.
We're not those horrible. Just kidding. Let's not go there.
Okay. So having a pet gives us opportunities to work together. It offers us another realm to share responsibility and strengthen our teamwork. And I do have to say, we do have kids. We
Yes.
have young adults and teenagers who do help care for the cats. But if we're being honest, a lot of the care still falls on us or me, maybe.
Or you, maybe.
Unless a cat throws up somewhere, like on the carpet or the couch, and then you take care of it.
Oh, yes, I do.
But
I have.
The kids and I share responsibilities with the litter boxes.
Yeah, more than I do.
Right. But you and I strategize on how can we keep them off the counter. So far, we have not found something that works perfectly, but we still don't tolerate them on the counter.
Sometimes helps.
But we've tried all kinds of things. Tinfoil.
Tinfoil.
Right. Yeah. All right. Well, did you have any other things to add on how pets can benefit marriage?
Well, I'm thinking of those who might be cynical or be like, yeah, nah. Just think about it. Just be open to it. Maybe someday you'll be walking down the street. You'll walk into a thrift store, see a couple of cats in cages, and you're like, I wonder if. And then maybe the cats will change your life, or the dogs. Dogs are awesome too.
I mean, I will say,
or the fish.
If you have a very busy lifestyle and need something low maintenance, I guess the fish is most low maintenance, but a cat is much more low maintenance than dogs. That's another reason we have cats, because I do not have the time or energy that a dog would need.
We have auto feeders that feed the cats. We have watering little fountain things. So we can be out of the house for 3 days, have neighbors visit them once a day.
And check
it's
on them.
No problem.
Yeah, because they are social. They do like people. Okay. Yeah. Well, to recap, having a pet can benefit marriage and make us better spouses. And here are 3 ways. 1, pets bring us together. 2, pets help us laugh more. And 3, pets offer opportunities for teamwork.
Who doesn't want a pet after that?
Right. So let's take one more break.
Okay.
And then we'll come back and share this week's S-Time Challenge.
Yep.
For some of us, personal finances aren't just personal. They include loved ones, neighbors, the communities we call home, and the causes we hold in our hearts. At Thrivent, planning your finances is bigger than just money. We help you put your plans into motion and faith into action so you can do more for the ones in your heart. Because sometimes all you need to make a difference is someone to help you make it happen. Thrivent, where money means more. Connect with us at Thrivent.com.
For this week's S-Time Challenge, okay, I'm going to throw out what I thought, and then you might have a better one.
Buy a cat.
I wasn't going to say that. I was going to say, if you have a pet, talk about how your pet has benefited your marriage.
Come on, that's easy enough. You're sitting on the couch. Just say, so what do you think of our cat? What do you think of our dog? What do you think of our gerbil?
Right.
What do you think of our fish?
And hopefully you don't have, like, the cat from hell.
Which can be fun, too.
I don't even know why I mentioned that. But if you don't have, okay, so if you have a pet, talk about how your pet has benefited your marriage. If you don't have a pet, maybe visit a park this week and watch the dogs and whatever other wildlife is around together.
Or a pet store.
Or a pet store. That's good. Yeah. And see how it sparks conversation or helps you laugh more.
Sure. Go to the aquarium, maybe.
Yeah. That's a great idea. Go someplace with animals.
Go somewhere with animals.
Right. Well, thanks for joining us on the Team Us podcast. If you enjoyed this episode, please subscribe to the podcast, and we'd love to have you leave a review over at Apple Podcasts. We're looking forward to next time as we keep talking about how grace, commitment, and cooperation can help couples live the everyday moments of marriage together.
Team Us with Ted and Ashley Slater is a production of Life Audio and Salem Media. If you liked what you heard today, please take a second to rate and review the podcast in your favorite podcast app so that more listeners like you can find the show. For more faith-filled, inspirational podcasts, visit us at lifeaudio.com.
For some of us, personal finances aren't just personal. They include loved ones, neighbors, the communities we call home, and the causes we hold in our hearts. At Thrivent, planning your finances is bigger than just money. We help you put your plans into motion and faith into action so you can do more for the ones in your heart. Because sometimes all you need to make a difference is someone to help you make it happen. Thrivent, where money means more. Connect with us at Thrivent.com.